Hello, I'm JD Belcher for Skank Entertainment, and I decided to make a short little behind the scenes video of our Misery Broken Ankle Scene remake for Film Riot's Monday Challenge. First, let me explain how we done these smooth, dramatic pans. I don't own nor never made a dolly. Mainly out of laziness, so we decided to shoot the footage at 1080p and import the files into a 720 composition in Premiere Pro. So that would allow the pan to be pretty much as long as we wanted while maintaining as much quality as possible. The start of each transition was framed directly to how they started in the movie with a tripod. That also helped quality-wise, saving us from using one shot for each view. I then keyframed the position and scale in post in accordance to the original for that dramatic, smooth shot, such as this. Oh, okay, that's enough. Anyways, you get the idea. What's playing now is the before and after color correction version. Here, I ran into a small problem. For some reason, I decided to shoot until sunset, which is never a good idea or especially if your main source of light is from windows. The scenes we first shot were much lighter than the final takes, and because of this, I decided to make the overall look full of contrast, which it worked out okay because the goal was to give it that dark, grainy, drive-in theater vibe, scare, chill, anyways. But I was mad at myself for not thinking the lighting through, to say the least. Another small problem I had to fix was the main light coming from the opposite direction of the original film. Now, to fix this, we hung ultraviolet plant lights from the ceiling next to Jamie's face, also in Mike's, in a different set location later. That worked out well because it gives the look of a window being to the right of them when actually it's just a wall, a door, some pillows, futon. That's about it. After some shadow masking of the bathroom light and some sporadic glow from the left, bingo! Lighting solved. Well, almost solved. Anyways, so finally the sledgehammer scene. Ah, what fun. I'd like to thank Jamie Epperson for slinging that 8-pound sledgehammer like a trooper for the better part of an hour to get the perfect shot, and also, of course, my Skank Entertainment partner, Mike Browning, for taking this. Ouch. And risking stubbed fingers however many times to make that hammer appear to have impact. I've never made a tutorial, and frankly, probably wouldn't be any good at it, so I figured a quick run-through would do for now unless asked otherwise. All this was done in After Effects. The first thing we done was to shoot a tripod shot of Mike strapped into the bed. I then took a freeze frame of his image, then brought in the layer of Jamie swinging the sledgehammer at the shoe, which was also the mark of Mike's foot. I then roto-brushed out Jamie and the sledgehammer throughout the sequence and incorporated it into Mike's shot. I followed with a masking out of Mike's foot and ankle, then setting it to subtract mode, then duplicating the layer, and instead setting the mask mode to add. After the feathering was set, I upped the scale a tad on the foot layer to eliminate those ugly lines. I then keyframed the rotation and position of the foot to fall behind the block at the appropriate time. I then added a subtraction mask for the wood to the foot layer and set the mask path as needed. After this, I touched up the roto-brushing of the sledgehammer to appear to have impact with the foot and fall behind at the end of the downswing. Now, the final touch was duplicating Mike's layer again and taking another mask from the bed, rails, wall, and blanket next to his foot, And I then moved this image over, and after some touching up with the smudge brush on Liquify, to smooth out some irregularities.
God's sakes.
It's for the best.
Hey, please.
Almost done. Just one more.
Instant crutches for at least a year for that poor soul. That's about all for now. Again, I know that wasn't much and was a pretty quick review, but I may decide to try and make a more fun and in-depth tutorial while embarrassing myself several times, I'm sure. But thanks again to all the crew, especially my beautiful wife, Jenna, for staying up the night before to finish Jamie's dress, and also for the beautiful piano playing in the background of the clip. Thanks for all the wonderful comments that were made to us also. We really had fun, and I'm still in shock about the win and can't wait for the next one. But until then, thank you. Subscribe, leave feedback, good and bad. We love it all. And like us on Facebook if you want. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.